Hey everybody, it's Cynthia Maynard from CynthiaMaynard.com, and today I have a little drawing and slash watercolor tutorial, I guess, or just kind of chit-chatty watercolory pens. I've got these FaberCastell. This comes in a pack that you can kind of get readily at Joann Fabrics and places like that, and you get a brush pen which has a nice tip to it. And I just opened these up the other day, so I'm kind of trying them out. And then you get an extra small, and then medium. So I thought I had a little piece of watercolors. It's just Canson watercolor paper, and I just put down, it's a mixture of Prima and Jane Davenport classics from Prima. You can get a hold of these little tins. They're nice. And then the same tin, basically. It's Jane Davenport, the neutral, I don't know what she called them. I do my drawings and paintings differently at different times. It depends on what I'm in the mood for, and sometimes I just put like a watercolor wash and then I kind of just draw on top of it because I like whimsical faces and things. I go straight on with these. These are waterproof, so they say. They're black, and they are, let's see here, it's Indian ink. It's waterproof and maximum light fastness, so FYI on that, so that's nice. You can take a regular pencil, unless you want to go straight in, but if you don't, you can always sketch first and just kind of, I always start with the eyes. I don't know why it is that I do, but I don't know, I just do. I don't know, it kind of sets the direction they're looking and all of that. So there's an eyebrow, you can just kind of lightly come in here. Kind of just make an almond shape, and then we had an eyelid there coming down, and then you kind of want to decide which way she's looking. So I guess we can just kind of play around here. I guess we'll kind of have her looking that way. Drawing sideways here. Let's see, and then eyelid for her nose, just kind of fiddly, and then lips. Lips to me are my hardest thing. You know, everybody has like the hardest thing. I don't know, for some reason lips are my hardest. I don't know why that is. How you want her to be, more delicately faced or or whatnot. Alright, so I'm going to have her look in that direction. So I kind of draw the general eye there. And then you have her pupil is what you want to kind of get there. And we'll put more detail in as we go, but like that. And sometimes I draw just that part of her. Sometimes I'll add clothing and whatnot. This is a little wider than I wanted it to be, but sometimes some of that stuff can get fixed up as you go, and you can kind of envision hair here when you see the watercolor like that. It's nice about drawing this way, starting out with the watercolor, is just kind of get your mind going there. So that's the medium. I'm going to come in, that medium tip there's a pretty decent sized tip, and then we're just going to kind of go over some of those lines and just kind of be sketchy about it. Like an exaggerated eyebrow and eyelash. I've got tiny eyelashes, so I kind of admire people who have eyelashes, which is everybody but me. You can kind of give a hair direction. So, you know, you can use, let's see, it's extra small. You can also come in with more details with this little guy if you don't want, you know, big details there. So that's kind of fun. Go back to that medium. And then, oh, we gotta give her some ears. smooshing away. A little bit of a headband there. So here's her part coming out. Up there. And then we can come back in and kind of see, do any of these, where we drew the face on, does any of the watercolor there play to our favor, like shading on her cheeks and things like that. So you can kind of look at that and see, I kind of like the placement where that is. And then you just grab a water brush. Let's see if I've got one with water. Then you can come in, you can use, I've got a little sprayer here. Sometimes I'll just spray like that. That way, if I'm low on water, whoop, almost colored her eye red. That would have been interesting. So we can kind of give her some red lips. If that's too bold for you, you can just come in with a dry cloth. This is a dried baby wipe. You can use a paper towel and just dab that. You can come in with a bit of blue for her eye. Get orange. Corners a little bit darker, some shading there. Oh, just kind of hints of things like the teal. Start to make it more interesting. As the layers dry with your watercolor, you can go ahead and layer on more color that way. I'm going to bring out her cheeks a little bit more. I'm going to add some more green though. That needs. Just kind of tracing over what I had, and then you have the watercolor softness as well as the pen hardness, and that gives like nice, interesting texture. And here's an example of kind of blending out her cheeks just a bit. So it gives the illusion that the cheeks are there, but we've sort of connected it to what was underneath that's not so stark, unless that's the look you're going for. Art is, you get away with a lot. But it's fun, and you don't know if you're going to do it until you do it. It's one of those things. I encourage you, if you've not tried, to try it. You just never know. You just never know. And it's got my mermaid markers here. You can come in with some of those, which is a souped up water brush, basically loaded with great ink. It's got a great tip on there. So as things are drying, you can come in and give them a little more definition. Who knows, maybe you'll see her show up. I'm doing a lot of digital art. I'm taking my paintings and I'm making them digitally encompassed into ephemera. My daughter's sharpening her pencil. Ephemera and different things that you'll be able to download and purchase from my website, cynthiamaynard.com. And it's kind of a fun way to get art, you know, in different forms. We buy ephemera bits and things, and why not print it out on some nice paper at home and just have it, and you can use it and resize it and all sorts of things. So that is coming soon to cynthiamaynard.com. More of this defining pen here. This light one, and kind of fill in maybe some spots there. Some shading, top of different things. Kind of liking it. I'm not a big fan of that spot there. I think, let's see here. That, and then I think it looks even more interesting. And then you can kind of layer. So it's about layering and it's about trying things out and being okay with that. You know, brush pen, and be more defining again, you know. I'll grab my aqua things here. Oh no, my white's missing. I must have it on my counter. And then you can come in and kind of lighten with a white. This is a Lyra watercolor crayon, and Jane Davenport just came out some, and I have those coming, so I'll be doing a haul on those. So I'm interested to try hers out, but you can kind of add a lightness to things and smooth it out, and they are water activated, so you can paint from them. You can hold them and use them as color or draw right on them. But I gotta clean that brush. But you can, you know, like this, and then use that as a paint, you know, if you had a color. But I like using them straight on to give me some sort of white. Come in with that eye and add another layer there. That kind of looks cool. You know, and if it's, you can add your white, and if it's still too, if you smudged out your line, you just come back in. Easy peasy. Keep playing around with that. Look for digital downloads coming soon to my website at CynthiaMaynard.com. You can go ahead and subscribe to the website. That way you know when I send out, when I post, and that will go to your email. Anyway, so go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you like playing around with art supplies. Sometimes it's just fun to see someone play, and that will encourage you to do the same, guys. It's art, it's fun, it's about what you like, so it's nobody else is watching you at home, so it doesn't really matter, right? Alright guys, thanks so much, and have a great day.